Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to the game according to me. It's a day late, and I apologize for that. Yesterday was, I didn't have a good day Monday, and then yesterday I was just out of it, so I couldn't even think about doing it yesterday. But I'm here today. We're doing it, and here to talk about college football, pro football. We're going to start off with the Major League Baseball playoffs. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So let's go back and talk about all of the LDS series. The Houston Astros won their series against the Twins 3-1. The Dodgers got swept by the Diamondbacks 3-0. Philly beat the Braves 3-0. And the Rangers beat the Orioles 3-0 in the AL and NLDS series. And now we have the League Championship Series, and the the Rangers have taken a 2-0 series lead up against the Astros, and so have the Philadelphia Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead against the Arizona Diamondbacks, behind the big bats of Schwarber, Castellanos, and Bryce Harper. So other things going on in the ALCS. Game 3 is tonight for the ALCS. The Astros will be at the Rangers, and then Game 3 for the NLCS starts tomorrow with the Phillies at the Diamondbacks. So should all be some really fun series. We'll see how far it goes. We're gonna get 2 sweeps, or we're gonna get some comebacks here. We'll be talking about the ALCS next week, or we'll be diving into the World Series. And so that's something interesting to find out. So, yeah, so that is it for the Major League Baseball portion of this episode. And that's how the ways to start with college football. Now, as we look back on this past week's college football, we go back to Friday night. Tulane Greenway beat Memphis 31-21. And then Saturday, we started with Florida State beat Syracuse 41-3. Alabama beat Arkansas 24-21. Georgia beat Vanderbilt 37-31, 37-20, excuse me. Florida State beat Purdue 41-7. Michigan trounced Indiana 52-7. Utah beat California 34-14. Washington, in the game of the week, beat Oregon 36-33. This is a fantastic game. Michael Penix thing is starting to take over and cement his case to becoming the Heisman Trophy winner this year. Penn State beat UMass 63-0. Tennessee beat Texas A&M 20-13. Iowa beat Wisconsin 15-6. Pittsburgh beat Louisville 38-21, knocking off the Louisville Cardinals, undefeated Louisville Cardinals, who should have been knocked off last week by Notre Dame. That's one story for another day. LSU beat Auburn 48-18. Air Force beat Wyoming 34-27. Missouri beat Kentucky 38-21. Notre Dame beat USC 48-20. Again, what was this last week against Louisville Cardinal with 48 points? That should have been that should have been on Duke. That should have been on. Anyway, USC beat Miami 41-31. 2 straight losses for the Hurricanes. Oregon State beat ULCA 36-24, and Duke beat NC State 24-3. As we look ahead now to what upcoming week, we'll start with what probably will be the game of the week: the 7th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions at the 3rd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. This will be a game for both teams to show who really deserves to be in the national championship picture. Now again, I think that's a very big picture with both teams having to play Michigan later on. So it's gonna be a really fun action. I think it's a really good game. Oklahoma is going to be hosting Central Florida. Air Force is at Navy. Tennessee is at Alabama. the third Saturday in October, as it always is. And once again, here we are, the rivalry, third Saturday in October, Tennessee and Alabama. Gotta love it. Washington State's at Oregon, Minnesota's at Iowa, North Texas is at Tulane, South Carolina's at Missouri, Texas is at Houston, Virginia's at North Carolina, Mississippi's at Auburn, Michigan State, and Michigan fight their rivalry for the Paul Bunyan Trophy. Should be a good one there. No, it shouldn't be, because Michigan State is, ever since they've been on a downfall, and Michigan seems to be blowing out teams unseen this year, so it won't be a good one. LSU is hosting Army. Duke is at Florida State. That should be very interesting when Duke is ranked. You know, they're still without their quarterback who got hurt in the Notre Dame game, Riley Jacobs. But see what they can do with Florida State. They already shut down Clemson earlier this year. To be really fun if they could shut down Florida State. And then we have Utah and USC. That's one that's going to be, again, trying to see if Caleb Williams can get back into the Heisman Trophy race or not. UCLA is at Stanford, and Arizona State is at Washington. So there you have it, the preview and the look back at college football. Let's go ahead and do what we normally do. Go to the main event, and that is the National Football League. Now to the National Football League. Here we go. Let's go back to last Thursday where the Chiefs beat the Broncos in front of Taylor Swift, 19-8. This past Sunday morning in London, the Ravens beat the Titans 24-16. Over here back on national soil, we had the Panthers come out to a 14-0 lead against the Dolphins. The Dolphins show with that high-powered offense why they are not out of any game. 42-21, the Dolphins beat the Panthers. The Texans beat the Saints 20-13. C.J. Stroud still looking magnificent. He's without question the rookie of the year so far. The Commanders beat the Falcons 24-16. Desmond Ritter threw 3 interceptions. The fans of Atlanta are now starting to get a little tiresome, and maybe even the coaching staff. But he's in his second year. Why are you rushing him? He's in his second year. Let him make the mistakes. He didn't play much last year. Let him make his mistakes. You know, you're not gonna, be going out for a Super Bowl this year if you could. So let him make the mistakes. Keep Desmond Ritter in the game. We got the Jaguars who beat the Colts 37-20. The Bengals took down the Seahawks 17-13. The Vikings took down my Bears 19-13. Justin Fields got injured in that game, and Tyson Bagent came in, and hopefully we'll see a lot more Tyson Bagent the rest of the season instead of Justin Fields. It's about time that we start looking. It's kind of over for Justin Fields. It just really is. He needs, if he's gonna be a quarterback, he's not gonna do it here in Chicago where we need to be, where we want a quarterback and not someone who runs and throws. We want someone who throws and then possibly can run as well. The Browns beat the Niners. They was like a double-digit underdog, but they beat the Niners. 2 missed field goals from the Niners kicker. That's probably what really cost in this game right here. 19-17 Broncos. Browns with the victory. 21-17 Raiders over the Patriots. Patriots 1-5. Talks about now Bill Belichick losing his job is unreal. The Lions continue against the Buccaneers 20-6. The Lions, I think, starting to get the respect that they deserve, starting to be, considered one of the best teams in the NFC, and to some even the best team in the NFC, and that's a good thing for them. Rams beat the Cardinals 26-9. The Jets took down the Eagles 20-14. So last undefeated teams, Niners and Eagles, went down, which means those damn 72 Dolphins once again, popping champagne because nobody will have the opportunity for an undefeated season. Sunday Night Football, another weird game where the Giants was double-digit underdogs, but they kept it game close, but just couldn't stop Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. 14-9 Bills with the Giants. And last night, well, not last night, but a couple nights ago, Monday Night Football, Cowboys beat the Chargers 20-17. As we look ahead to this week's stuff, we got tomorrow night, Jaguars at the Saints. Trevor Lawrence hurt his knee. He is day-to-day. We'll see if he will play that game. No overseas games this week. You start with the Falcons at the Buccaneers, Raiders at the Bears, Browns are at the Colts, the Commanders are at the Giants, the Lions at the Ravens. Lions need to keep shutting down teams like this. This is a team with the most overrated quarterback in NFL history, overpaid person as well probably, and so the defense is stout. They need to, hold strong and get this victory for the Lions. The Bills are at the Patriots. That's the early games, late games. The Cardinals at the Seahawks. The Steelers are at the Rams. The Chargers are at the Chiefs. The Packers are at the Broncos. Sunday Night Football, Tua versus Jalen Hurts. The Dolphins are at the Eagles. On Monday Night Football, the 49ers are at the Vikings. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for this episode of the Game According to Me. Once again, apologize for it being a day late, but sometimes shit happens, and sometimes shit may happen all the time, because next week we're supposed to do the NBA preview show, and I plan on keeping it that way. But again, I'm depending on how I feel and things like that. It may be delayed a day, it may be delayed a couple days, so I'm not sure. So make sure you just check it out from Tuesday to Thursday. It should pop up sometime between then. It's going to be a simulcast. Is it going to be simulcast? Do I need it to be a simulcast? Because I don't know if I need to do any type of pictures or anything like that. I just need to do like my previews and my predictions for the NBA season. So, yeah, I don't know if I need to do any, screen grabbing or anything like that. So, I don't think it's going to be a big thing. Maybe it might be. I'm not sure. Whatever happens, we'll see. Okay. Just make sure that wherever you listen to your podcast, wherever you listen to this podcast, you just keep checking and keep looking, because that's where it's going to be. All right. If you feel like supporting this podcast and supporting this podcast host, please go to patreon.com/AJTRIP to become a patron. Once I hit a certain amount of patrons, you will be able to determine what you will hear on my other podcast, The Word According to Me, what you will see on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/AJTRIP, and what video games I will play on twitch.tv/ATriplet20. We do have this coming Friday, Spider-Man 2 is coming out. It's probably going to be out Thursday night, actually. So, there's going to be some fun. So make sure you get over there. I will be streaming it. I will be streaming it. You can hear them TZAC. So make sure you're there for that. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Not watching, listen. See, I'm so out of it today. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.